Hey y'all, this is Jessica with Bless Your Heart. Let's do a vertical vinyl and glitter tumbler today. I'm using this tumbler that I've already taped off and painted with one layer of just black craft paint. And for my glitter adhesion today, I'm going to add a little bit of that paint to a little bit of Mod Podge, and we're going to move on to the next step. My glitter choices today are going to be Peachy Olive Glitters Dallas and OBX. I'm going to go in and apply this mixture to all of those pre-painted sections, and I'm going to do kind of a hefty coat because I'm going to use both of these glitters on each section. This first glitter is going to be Dallas because it's kind of a chunky mix, and I'm not going full coverage, but I do want to be able to see this throughout the entire section. I'm going to lay this down first on all 4 sections, and then I'm going to move on to the next glitter. If there's a technique you want me to try or a design you want me to do, just shoot me a comment and let me know what you want to see. I truly do appreciate every single one of you that watch these videos. Thank you so much. When I'm happy with that coverage, I'm going to move on to OBX, and I'm just going to go in and fill in any of those little blank spaces or little glitter potholes, and we're going full coverage with this finer. You're still going to be able to see that chunky coming through, and that's what we want, just a lot of dimension and movement to these because this is all the glitter that's going to be on this cup. Now that the glitter's done, we're going to immediately remove this tape because we just used Mod Podge. We do not want that tape to stick to that glue at all. And I'm just going to go panel by panel and remove all the tape that I put on. And then we're going to let this layer dry and we're going to move on to the next step. After the Mod Podge dries, I do go in and do a layer or 2 of polyacrylic. I do not know where that footage went, but I just do that so the glitter does not move anywhere. For my vinyl, I found this really cool wavy kind of checkerboard pattern vinyl at Hobby Lobby, and that's what I decided to use for this cup. For me, with this cup, the easiest way for me to lay this vinyl to where it looked like it fits correctly is to butt it up against one side of that glitter, use the hinge method, and just press it down all the way. There will be overlap on the other side, but we'll take care of that in just a minute. I'm just going to go place by place, vinyl by vinyl, and check out our handiwork. This vinyl is just vinyl that I found on the clearance aisle at Hobby Lobby. I saw it and I thought it was pretty cool. This is not the exact thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to do kind of a swirl and keep up with that wavy look, but it just did not work out like that. So this is what we're ending up with. But I think that the end product is going to be pretty cute. Now that we've got our vinyl all laid down, we're going to go in and trim off the excess. I'm going to use my craft knife and just butt the blade up against the other panel of glitter, and I'm just going to, all the way down the cup, follow the line of glitter. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to move on to the next vinyl, and I'm going to do that all the way around. Then I'm going to go along the bottom and cut all the hangover from the bottom. If there's any hanging over the top, I'm going to cut that off, and then we're going to move on to the next step. This is a Tipsy Magnolia cup, so I'm going to pop off this little bottom, and we're going to do a little glitter booty. I'm going to use Fast Set for my bottom today, and I'm going to do OBX in that outer well, Dallas on the inner well, and once this is full to how I like it, I'm going to set it on a nice level surface, let it cure for a few hours, and then we're going to move on to our vinyl striping. When you're mixing glitter in with your epoxy, you just want to make sure that you have enough glitter in your epoxy to get the glitter saturation that you want, but not so much glitter that you change the texture of the actual epoxy. General rule of thumb for me is just to cover the very top of your little epoxy pot, and you should be good to go. After you get your epoxy and glitter mixture laid down how you're happy with it, you do want to hit it with your little barbecue lighter to make sure that you pop any of those bubbles, and that's just going to help ensure that we have a nice smooth surface to the top of our epoxy. After that's cured, I do go in and put my little name on the bottom of the cup and get a layer of epoxy over the entire tumbler. I just keep several sheets of already cut vinyl stripes in my drawer, and for this cup I'm going to use this textured black. I'm going to use my middle size of vinyl striping, and I'm going to go on both sides of every piece of vinyl. That's just going to kind of finish up and polish where the vinyl and the glitter meet. Once I get that done, we're going to move on to the next step. Y'all let me know if this is something that y'all do, if this is y'all's norm also. Or do y'all just go cup by cup and use like your vinyl trimmer or your cutter machine or whatever to do your vinyl stripes? After I get this excess cut off, I am going to go in and vinyl stripe the top and the bottom. Now I purposely save the top and the bottom for last, and I put that final piece of vinyl striping over the raw edges of the other stripes. And what this is going to do is make sure that they don't peel up during the epoxy process. And then I purposely overlap my vinyl striping when I make them around the cup like this to account for any shrinkage that the vinyl may have if I pull it a little too tight or anything like that. Those are just little insurance policies of my own that I like to use. But I'm going to do this to the top and the bottom of the cup, and then I'm going to epoxy this entire tumbler until smooth. And here we go. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.